Hello, good morning, this is Diecast Loon. I hope you're all doing well. In today's video I thought we'd look at some majorette, we'd look at some old versus new. I did this a few weeks ago with a new piece of majorette versus Atomica, and that was more old versus new over the actual makes of car. I think that was the Lamborghini Countach episode I did, but I thought this week I'd do an old and new and show some modern majorette and sort of put up against the original stuff, some of the older stuff. And there is no real winners and losers in this, because the modern stuff's very good and the old stuff is equally as good. It really just comes down to what you're into. So I'm going to show a couple of modern pieces, and then I'm going to get in with a few of the older pieces. And the reason I'm doing this video is mainly because I've been clearing through some of my collection, because I was looking for a particular casting for tomorrow, funnily enough, and then come across a box of vintage majorette which I've been wanting to get out and look at for a while. So anyway, without further ado, we'll get straight into it and start off with this, what I picked up a few days ago. So this is I know it's a Golf, there you go, Volkswagen Golf. I think it's a Mark 7, so it's one of the later Golfs in this, almost looks like a pea green, but and again, unremarkable on the back, just licensing and all that good stuff. So we'll get straight into it and take a closer look. Now, I'm a big Golf fan. I must admit I'm not a big fan of the newer stuff. I'm just not a big fan of modern cars personally, but I do like Golfs. So let's get a bit of zoom on. If the light's a bit strange today, it's because I've got the sun behind me. I had to block a little bit of it out. But here it is. The camera's going to let you pick it up. So it is, like I said, it's quite an unusual, it's almost like a mushy pea colour. But there you go, you've got them awesome lens lights which are parts of the screen. Nice legible clear badge. And the wheels don't look too bad on this either. You can see the seats. And there's the back, and obviously has an opening hatch. I know somebody that will like this a lot is Paul from Which City. He's the hatchback king. He loves his hatchbacks, and he also loves his Volkswagen and his Golfs, and he has a fine Golf collection. But whether he has this, I don't know. But it is a cool piece. So if you're into hatchbacks, go and check out Which City Diecast. Which City? I don't know if I've said that right. Not long, got out on a bit of a lazy day today, so I'm not really with it. But go and check out Paul at Which City. Anyway, so that's the first piece. Like I said, that's the piece I picked up the other day. And we'll put another, just because it's to hand, I have shown this before, but we'll put out this awesome, just get out this box, as I already have unboxed it once. Awesome gold Ford Mustang GT. This is to hand, but I just like this car. I don't know why. I've got several versions of this, but I just like it in this gold colour. So awesome. Like I said, recently they are knocking it out of the park. You get the money for these, in my opinion. I wished, you know, other car manufacturers would take the sort of, I suppose you could say, hint. I mean, this is great value in my opinion. For £3 you're getting a car that has great build quality, opening parts usually, nice interiors. Not that my camera's going to show it, because like I said, I've got, as usual, light issues, if you can see it. But for the money, for £3, that's what I pay over here in the UK for these. It's £3 and you get almost premium levels. Some are, they have rubber tyres, some don't. This one isn't a rubber tyred one, but you just get great quality for the money. Have I got any rubber tyred versions around my feet anywhere that I got out? So a little look, just bear with me 2 seconds. No, I've got none around. I've got this Jada Porsche 911 GT3 RS, which is majorette anyway. It is just because majorette is obviously part of the same company, or vice versa. But again, this was £3, and again, outstanding quality, rubber tyres. suspension. And like I said, I think, you know, even Hot Wheels would struggle to make a car, in my opinion, this good. This price level, I'm on about this price level, because it is. These are great for the money. So that's why I've been buying so much recently. I know a lot of people struggle to get majorette. I know some places in America struggle to get majorette. But over here in Europe, they are more prevalent. My camera's not liking that. So anyway, so that's the 3 modern pieces. I could show modern pieces all day. I will do a showcase on more modern stuff in the future, because like I said, I do have so much. But anyway, the first vintage piece, I'm just taking out the box. It's in some bubble wrap, so just bear with me, is this awesome little beach buggy. This is from about 1978, 79, something like that. But it has its original case. There you go, Dune Buggy 248. And let's see if I can undo this, because these are, they get brittle as they get old, but can I do it? And there we go. And I've had this a couple of years now, and they made these for quite a while. These went on for quite a while. There's lots and lots of variations of this particular buggy, but this is an older one, not the oldest, but not an older. And it's mint. It's absolutely mint. And again, this wasn't expensive. It was just a lucky find. Because these aren't, if you feel these, some of the older majorette, not all, but some of them weren't that robustly built. This is plastic. This was quite a snappable plastic. The wheels were always quite wide, so they'd bend quite easily. And the way it worked was it was pushed in at the front, and obviously the engine would pull out. So they could come to pieces quite easy. You usually find these without the roofs, without the steering wheel, without the lights. But this is a mint one. So that is one of my favourites of the older majorettes. So just put that to one side with its box. Just where I put it, I'll put it down. There it is. And then the next piece I'm going to show, so let's just pull out what's to hand. So this one is a late 80s, sort of a early 90 piece. So it is a Jeep. Looks like a Jeep, sorry, not a Jeep, Land Rover Defender. You can usually tell a majorette's age by its wheels, but this is a particularly nice piece. I think this is like I said, it's a later 80s piece, went into the 90s. Just have a little look underneath. So there you go, Land Rover Majorette. But no, this back piece does open, but it's a real bit fiddly. But if I can get it, hang on. Let's see if we can get these tweezers. There we go. So there's the opening back. That's awesome piece. So like I said, that is a later 80s piece, stroke 90-ish. Let's just move out of the way. And then this is a particularly cool piece. I'll just grab it. And we got this Circus Caravan. I was after one of these for a long time. Not particularly this one, but I was after the plain version. There's a plain version out there, and I think you can get it with a Peugeot. I think it's a Peugeot car, or was it Mercedes? No, it might be a Mercedes. They did lots of variations. I've seen that on the Tyrone's channel at Building the Ultimate Matchbox car collection, because he's a big majorette fan. And I found this at a car boot sale. It is missing its door, unfortunately. These weren't very well put together easy. They're quite flimsy, but this is from the 70s as well. I'm not quite sure exactly what part of the 70s, but I know it is from the 70s, so this is doing very well. You always tell an older majorette because it does say made in France. Obviously not made in France anymore now. I think they're made in Germany. But it is missing its door, but it's still very cool. It has opening features, so you do have, if I can get it, this opening hatch, which I'll try and, there you go. And obviously the thing is, when these are getting to this age, these do get even more brittle. But I am partial to a caravan. I've got quite the caravan collection, which I'll probably do a video on at some point in the future. It's got a slight crack there, but it isn't all upper. Everything is plastic, just this chassis base. And there's obviously metal, and the rest is plastic. But it is a cool piece, and I do like it. So just again pop that to one side. Let's see what we got on this. That's the piece I was looking for. Just gonna unwrap it. So another channel shout out in a way. So I know Red Trucks, Joe at Red Trucks in Australia there will love this. So this is again another older piece. This is another 80s piece, I believe. My camera's not enjoying it. There we go. And it is a Range Rover. I should say it's a fire pumper of some sort. It looks like it's got that type of gear in the back, but it is in awesome condition, and it does come with this very cool trailer, which I will try and clip on. This is like a, I suppose this would be the water Bowser. That's what we call them over here, as Bowser, water Bowser. Excuse the sniffing, I have just woken up. I do apologise. But that goes with that. And again, this is about the late this is 80s, but very cool. And that was a gift from, I'm trying to think, it was from what channel gave me that? I think it was Phil from Diecast for You to See, who we don't see anymore, funnily enough, unfortunately. So I hope he's doing okay out there. But that was a gift from him, and I think there were a couple of pieces left in the box. So I'm not, because I could do this all day, as I've got quite the collection of vintage majorette now. But we've got this again from the same channel, from the same guy, from Phil. This awesome SO truck, which again is, if I can get it, this always was a bit of a fiddly one, so can I get it? Can I get it? Yay. So I'll just move that to there a second. And this again is from the early, sort of mid 70s, early 70s. This is probably the oldest piece I've shown so far, but it is all metal, very weighty. You can hear the metal there. But I do like trucks myself. But in fantastic condition. Got a little bit of sun fade on there, probably more to age really, as the case and the truck isn't faded, so it's probably just age. So there you go. Again, that was from Phil. Had this a while now. Yeah, really, really weighty. I know you can't feel the weight specifically. Bit of hair on there. So just place that back in there. So I can. What am I doing? There we go. And then I think the last piece I'm going to show for today, I don't know, the video's gone for too long, but like I said, I didn't really prepare this video. I just sort of come across the parts, the pieces in a box, so I thought I'd show them. Is this other truck? So it is this transporter truck, which I believe is based on a Mercedes, and again this is from about the 80s. There you go, made in France. So probably earlier to mid 80s. Obviously that turns in like that and then locks it, so if you're playing with it, it can't just pop off because you have to turn it to unlock it. And then this piece just sits like that. And it's quite small, because if you get out a modern day majorette, you can see the cars will just about sit on it. It is quite out of scale compared to the rest, but it's still a bit of fun. But anyway, so that is today's video, a bit different. Like I said, old versus new. It's not really it's more what you're into. I'm not going to put them all out, but I'll put a few out like that. So there's a couple of the older ones and one of the newer ones. But anyway, with that, please like, share, subscribe, stay tuned for more vintage majorettes. Can I get it in there? Modern majorettes. Unboxing in general. I will be here tomorrow doing a vintage Matchbox Mondays. Like I said, I've been struggling to get my videos out a little bit at the minute. As like I said, I'm doing a little bit under the weather and tired and busy, like we all are. Got life going on. And oh yeah, whilst I think about it, I just want to give a shout out to a good friend of mine, Phil, over at St Earth, where I used to be from. Hello Phil, mate, how's it going? I said I'd give him a shout out because he does watch my stuff from time to time, so I thought I'd say how's it going. But anyway, with that, I'll see you all very soon. Thank you for watching. Take care.